Namaste bachcho. Today we'll do the exercise part of chapter number 14, that is Tamil Nadu. So we'll continue from page number 82. Here you can see the first exercise, that is part Gyan, knowledge of the lesson, and the first question is निम्नलिखित प्रश्नों के उत्तर लिखिए. That is you have to answer the following questions. First one is तमिल भाषियों का प्रदेश कौन सा है? That means you have to name the state where Tamil speaking people live. खा, इसे किनका घर माना जाता है? So तमिलनाडु is known as whose home? गा, तमिलनाडु किस लिए प्रसिद्ध है? तमिलनाडु is famous for what? घा, तमिलनाडु के प्रमुख शहरों के नाम बताइए. So you have to name the major cities of Tamil Nadu. Now let's check the answer. So here the first one, तमिल भाषियों का प्रदेश कौन सा है? सही उत्तर है तमिलनाडु तमिल भाषियों का प्रदेश है. Second one is खा, इसे किनका घर माना जाता है? So kids, try to write this answer by yourself. Third one, तमिलनाडु किस लिए प्रसिद्ध है? सही उत्तर है तमिलनाडु संस्कृत, कला, शास्त्रीय संगीत तथा प्राचीन साहित्य के लिए प्रसिद्ध है. घा, तमिलनाडु के प्रमुख शहरों के नाम बताइए. सही उत्तर है तमिलनाडु के प्रमुख शहरों के नाम है चेन्नई, कोयम्बतूर, ट्रिची, कांचीपुरम और कन्याकुमारी. So this was the first exercise. Second one is सही उत्तर पर सही का निशान लगाइए. So you have to tick the correct options. First one का, तमिलनाडु भारत के बड़े राज्यों में कौन सा स्थान रखता है? So the meaning is which place does Tamil Nadu occupy in the big states of India? Options are first one तेरहवा, that means 13. Second one पहला, first. Third one 11वां, that means 11th. खा, तमिलनाडु में किसे बहुत महत्व दिया जाता है? That means what is very important in Tamil Nadu? Options are first one नृत्य तथा संगीत को, सेकेंड वन कसरत तथा व्यायाम को, दैट मीन्स एक्सरसाइज, थर्ड वन पूजा पाठ को, दैट मीन्स रिचुअल्स. सो यू हैव टू चूज द करेक्ट ऑप्शन. गा, कांचीपुरम किस लिए प्रसिद्ध है? द मीनिंग इज कांचीपुरम इज फेमस फॉर व्हाट? द ऑप्शंस आर रेशमी साड़ियों के लिए, सिल्क साड़ीज, सेकेंड वन मिठाइयों के लिए, स्वीट्स, थर्ड वन गर्म कपड़ों के लिए, दैट मीन्स वुलन क्लोथ्स. So you have to choose the correct options. Now let's check the answer. So the first one, तमिलनाडु भारत के बड़े राज्यों में कौन सा स्थान रखता है? And the correct answer is 11वां. खा, तमिलनाडु में किसे बहुत महत्व दिया जाता है? सही उत्तर है नृत्य तथा संगीत को. गा, कांचीपुरम किस लिए प्रसिद्ध है? सही उत्तर है रेशमी साड़ियों के लिए. सो दिस वॉज द सेकेंड एक्सरसाइज. नाउ द थर्ड वन इज जोड़े मिलाइए. दैट मीन्स यू हैव टू मैच द फॉलोइंग. यू कैन सी फर्स्ट कॉलम का, चेन्नई का, खा, तमिलनाडु की भाषा, गा, यहाँ के मंदिर, घा, यहाँ का शास्त्रीय संगीत. सेकेंड कॉलम फर्स्ट वन तमिल है, सेकेंड वन अपनी कला की अद्भुत प्रदर्शनी प्रस्तुत करते हैं, थर्ड वन बहुत प्रसिद्ध है, फोर्थ वन समुद्र तट प्रसिद्ध है. नाउ लेट्स चेक द आंसर्स. सो हियर द फर्स्ट वन चेन्नई का समुद्र तट प्रसिद्ध है. सेकेंड वन तमिलनाडु की भाषा तमिल है. गा, यहाँ के मंदिर अपनी कला की अद्भुत प्रदर्शनी प्रस्तुत करते हैं. गा, यहाँ का शास्त्रीय संगीत बहुत प्रसिद्ध है. सो दिस वॉज द थर्ड एक्सरसाइज. नाउ लेट्स मूव ऑन टू द फोर्थ वन. हियर यू कैन सी भाषा ज्ञान. फर्स्ट एक्सरसाइज ऑफ भाषा ज्ञान, वाक्य बनाइए. सो यू हैव टू मेक सेंटेंसेस. द वर्ड्स आर का भारत, खा चेन्नई, गा शहर, घा पर्वत. सो दिस you can also make your own sentences. Now let's check the answers. So the first one, भारत. तमिलनाडु भारत का एक प्रसिद्ध राज्य है. So that means Tamil Nadu is one of the famous states of India. Kha, Chennai. The sentence is Tamil Nadu की राजधानी चेन्नई है. So the capital of Tamil Nadu is Chennai. Ga, शहर. That means city. तमिलनाडु प्रसिद्ध शहरों से घिरा है. So Tamil Nadu is surrounded by many famous cities. Kha, पर्वत means mountain. मैं एक पर्वत के पास खड़ा हूँ. That means I am standing near a mountain. So this was the first exercise. Now here the second one is सर्वनाम शब्द संख्या के स्थान पर प्रयोग किया जाता है. So we know that संख्या means noun and here सर्वनाम means pronoun. So we all know that we use pronouns in the place of nouns. So here few examples are given. मैं means I, तुम means you, वह means he or she, हम means we, आप means you. So these are the pronouns, that is सर्वनाम शब्द. Now here you have to fill in the blanks with the correct pronouns which are given on the top. So the first one, का dash घर जाता हूँ. So you have to choose the correct one. खा dash कहाँ जा रहे हो. गा dash रमा के घर आया. Next one, dash स्कूल जाते हैं. ङा dash खाना खाएंगे. Now let's check the answers. So here the first one, मैं घर जाता हूँ. That means I go home. Second one, तुम कहाँ जा रहे हो. That means where are you going. गा वह रमा के घर आया. That means he or she came to Rama's house. घा हम स्कूल जाते हैं. That means we go to school. ङा आप खाना खाएंगे. That means you will eat food. So this was the second exercise. Next one you can see here रचनात्मक अभिव्यक्ति and here 3 exercises are there. तो first one, चेन्नई शहर की विशेषताओं की एक सूची बनाइए. So you have to write the list of all the important things of Chennai. Second one, कौन किसकी राजधानी. रेखा द्वारा मिलाइए. So here you have to match the capitals with respect to their states and countries. So here you can see first one is already done, that is Rajasthan is the capital of Jaipur. Next one, Lucknow is the capital of Uttar Pradesh. Bhubaneswar is of Odisha. Bangalore is the capital of Karnataka. Ahmedabad is the capital of Gujarat. Thiruvananthapuram is the capital of Kerala. Mumbai is the capital of Maharashtra and Chennai is the capital of Tamil Nadu. And on the other side you can see the first one is already done. Delhi is the capital of India. Dhaka is the capital of Bangladesh. Washington is the capital of America. Kuala Lumpur is the capital of Malaysia. Next one, Tokyo is the capital of Japan. Colombo is the capital of Sri Lanka and Islamabad is the capital of Pakistan. So this was the second exercise. Now the third one is Chennai शहर में. So you have to write these following informations about Chennai city. The first one, वर्षा कब होती है. That means when does it rain. Second one, गर्मी कब पड़ती है. That means when is it hot. Next one, ठंड कब पड़ती है. When is it cold. Last one, आपको यहाँ का मौसम कैसा लगता है लिखिए. So here you have to write how you like Chennai's weather. So here the first exercise and the third exercise you can combine and write the answer in your notebook. So you can either write it in Hindi or English language. So this was the creative expression part. Now next one you can see here गतिविधि, that means activity. And here the question is घर में कई कमरे हैं. That means there are many rooms in a house. हम अलग अलग कमरों में अलग अलग काम करते हैं and we use different rooms to do different things. So here you can see in the picture here हम यहाँ सोते हैं, that means we sleep here, that means it's a bedroom. Next one, you can see here, हम यहाँ नहाते हैं, that means we have our bath here and we all know it's bathroom. Next one, माँ यहाँ खाना बनाती है, that means mother cooks here, it's a kitchen. Next one, हम यहाँ टीवी देखते हैं और मेहमानों का स्वागत करते हैं. मेहमान means guest. The meaning is we watch TV and entertain guests here. So it's a guest room. And here you can see यहाँ हम भोजन खाते हैं. भोजन means food. That means we eat here and it's a dining room. So these are the different rooms in our house. Next one, you can see it's a short story. Here you can see blank space where you have to fill proper words. And this is a story about a hen with golden eggs. Here it's written, शब्द भरिए और कहानी पढ़िए. That means fill in the blanks and read the story. The first line here, एक किसान को एक घायल मुर्गी मिलती है. That means a farmer finds an injured hen. वह उसे अपने घर ले आता है. That means he brings it to his house. Now, after this, the farmer is saying, it's his dialogue. इसके चोट पर दवा लगा देते हैं. That means I will apply medicines on its wound. सुबह तक ठीक हो जाएगा. So, by morning, it will be fine. Now, the next one, सुबह होने पर. Now, it's morning time and he was surprised to see. Let's see what he saw there. सोने का अंडा, that means golden egg. क्या यह सचमुच सोने का अंडा है? Now he is thinking whether it's really a golden egg. लगता है यह कोई अद्भुत मुर्गी है. So here you have to fill with two words, सोने and अद्भुत. अद्भुत means wonderful or special. So he is saying, looks, it's a wonderful hen. And here you have to fill with चोट word. चोट means wound. Next one, मुर्गी रोज सोने का अंडा देती. So every day the hen started to give one golden egg. वाह, that means wow. फिर सोने का एक अंडा. Again one golden egg. The farmer is saying, again one golden egg. अब मेरे पास 2 अंडे हो गए. Now I have 2 eggs. So here you have to write अंडे. इन्हें बेचकर मैं नए कपड़े और घर का सामान खरीदूंगा. That means he is saying he will sell these eggs and he will buy clothes and household things. So here you have to write बेचकर. बेचकर means he will sell these eggs. Next picture, धीरे धीरे किसान के मन में लालच पैदा होने लगा. So धीरे धीरे means slowly greed began to develop in the mind of the farmer. यह मुर्गी बहुत कंजूस है. The meaning is, the farmer is saying, this hen is very stingy. इसके पेट में ढेर सारे अंडे होंगे. Now you have to write here पेट. पेट means stomach. So the farmer is saying there will be many golden eggs in its stomach. पर यह केवल एक अंडे ही देती है. But she is giving only one egg each day. Next one, किसान ने मुर्गी को धमकाते हुए कहा. Now he started threatening the hen. So the farmer said, threatening the hen, सुन मुर्गी, तेरे पेट में जितने भी अंडे हो कल सुबह सारे दे देना. So you have to write सारे. Now he is telling to the hen, सुन मुर्गी, listen hen, whatever you have inside your stomach, you have to give it tomorrow morning itself. सारे means all, everything. वरना मैं तेरा पेट काटकर सारे अंडे निकाल लूँगा. Otherwise, I'll cut your stomach and I'll take all the eggs. So, this is the story about a farmer and the hen which used to lay golden eggs. Next, you can see here, we have ginti. Ginti means counting. That is in page number 88. And here you can see the countings from 1 to 10. In Hindi, we say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you have to practice saying these countings in Hindi. Once again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then again from 11 to 20, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. From 21 to 30, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. From 31 to 40, we say 21, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39 and 40. So you have to practice saying these countings in Hindi. Now we have completed the last chapter of Hindi. We have covered all the chapters of grade 4 Hindi. I hope you all have understood it. Now, if you have any doubts regarding any chapter or any topic or any exercise part, you can ask or you can send your doubts through school WhatsApp number, or you can also submit in Microsoft Teams. That's all for today. Dhanyavad.